If you don't think that Netflix Cuties is amazing, then you ain't black, said Joe Biden. Sleepy Joe Biden would give Cuties 2 thumbs up if his hands weren't already full. And speaking of politics, don't you think we should have a mostly peaceful protest outside of Netflix headquarters, if you know what I mean? Remember, fight for your kids or no one else will. I need to mention that my last video got demonetized for hate and discrimination towards a protected group. So according to YouTube, pedophiles are now, quote, protected. Hey, Susan Woke Suzuki, are you choosing CP over your own creators? That deserves the biggest yikes. Anyway, I digress. It is always nice to see one of these big scumbag mega corporations getting what they deserve. Netflix lost around $12 billion due to the drop in stock prices. You know what I always say, go woke, go broke. It's come to my attention that Texas is now investigating Netflix. That's all well and good, but I'm sorry, there needs to be more than an investigation. Indictments should follow suit. After they finish locking the people up who made this, they can move on to the shills defending this vile trash. You know society is collapsing when there are people out there, blue check marks, openly praising it. We really do live in a clown universe. Anyone defending this movie should be investigated. This is not art. This is not awareness. This is not even stunning and brave. This is exploitation and the sexualization of children, plain and simple. The FBI needs to have a list of every single person who praised it. But don't you think it's strange how the radical left is picking this hill to die on? The liberals are like, stop objectifying women. Literally the same liberals are then like, why are you afraid of child sexuality? These people do not have a moral compass. Never trust the mainstream media. They are and always will be the enemy. IMDb labeled some of the scenes as qualifying as graphic. How is Netflix allowed to air CP? I'll tell you how, because Hollywood pushes these projects to, quote, test the waters. This is their plan to normalize this behavior. But moving on, the main argument being thrown around is that but this shines a light on exploitation. I'm fairly sure that this film could have accomplished that without minors. You can make a movie that criticizes the sexuality of children without sexualizing children. That is the equivalent of me saying, I want to show people how bad murder is. So I film myself murdering someone with a rusty fishing knife. That makes no sense. It's like making a movie to show the evils of dogfighting by glorifying dogfighting and vilifying those against it, while also at the same time having actual dogs fight each other and kill each other on film. Honestly, I feel terrible for the kid actresses who are involved in this. Imagine having this on your permanent record. I bet you when these kids get older, they will talk about all the nasty shit that happened to them behind the scenes. Their parents should be ashamed of themselves. I'll never forget when somebody asked Netflix, do you support CP? And Netflix is like, what? And the guy was like, I said, do you support CP, motherfucker? Do you support it? And Netflix is like, I don't know. Now, I got sent this video like 69 times yesterday, so I'll talk about it. There's an individual by the name of Mr. Girl YouTube, but from now on, I've decided to come up with a new name for this absolute fucking rat, and that name is Jeffrey Epstein's illegitimate son, because the FBI need to raid this man's house and try to not take him alive either. This video right here is why fascism is making a comeback. And then one day, people voted Hitler into power. I wonder why. Yesterday, we had far left weirdos dancing when the towers fell. And now today, they openly talk about children in the most disgusting way. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to fire up the wood chipper. Jeffrey Epstein's son makes a perfect argument for why public executions need to happen. And on that bombshell, that's all I can say before I vomit all over this fucking table. Thank you for watching. Mannix out.